History was made a few weeks ago when Fintan Bray became the first person with Down syndrome to be elected to a political position in Ireland, voted into Fianna Fáil's national executive. So let's cross over to Derek Hartigan, who's been catching up with the Westmeath man.
Well, we're here in Delvin in County Westmeath this morning. We're joined now by members of the Bray family, including Mum, Mary, Fintan and Aoife Gaffney, Head of Employment with Down Syndrome Ireland. And Fintan, we'll start with you first because you have achieved something that no other person with Down syndrome in the country has achieved, because you're the first person to be elected to a political position within the Fianna Fáil party. Huge congrats.
Thank you so much. I'm still in shock with the whole thing. I've been there in the Audace. It was a life-changing experience, and I'm looking forward to see what the future will bring.
Now, let's talk about your interest in politics. Where did it stem from?
From my dad's granddad's dad is a Fianna Fáil man, and since then I've always been a Fianna Fáil. Yes, of course, we always have arguments at the table, but that's life in general. And I picked up a few little things from my family. So I'll pick it up.
You know, politics is a is a tough game.
Yes, it is a tough game, but it's a tough game.
He's a tough cookie.
He's a tough cookie.
He is, yeah.
I'm a big man, big voice, and I want to be first heard. Not just with my first heard, I want the people in fight will be heard as well.
Absolutely. And Mum, this has opened so many doors. A huge achievement for your son, Mary, isn't it?
First of all, Derek, welcome to Ballyhealy in Delvin and to our house. Sorry the weather didn't oblige this morning. You're soaked to the skin. But it is a huge achievement for anybody, but we're especially proud of Fintan, obviously, as parents. And he always set goals for himself and always achieved his goals, no matter how hard he struggled to get there. And that's probably why he's so successful. It's never easy when you have a disability. There's loads of hurdles along the way, but Fintan hit them head on and he never gave up.
And Aoife, let's talk about Fintan's role now within the Corla. What's he involved in?
So Fintan is going to be part of the national executive. He was chatting to us earlier on in terms of monthly meetings. But I suppose, you know, Fintan really wants to get his voice heard on behalf of people with disabilities in Ireland. And I really think that he's a huge ambassador for people with disabilities, particularly Down syndrome. He talks a lot about adult education, about employment and about making change. And I think we're extremely proud of him in Down syndrome Ireland, and we're excited to see what the future holds for that change.
And this really is a monumental achievement, isn't it?
Absolutely, it's never been done before, so it's huge. We've a lot to learn, I think, along the way. So Fintan is going to guide us through, but he's been an amazing ambassador for people with Down syndrome.
And in terms of employers, then bringing on people with Down syndrome, you know, we're always looking at the ability.
Absolutely. You know, Fintan is in paid employment. He has been so since 2018 in Clonabreeny House Hotel. He secured the job through our national employment programme, and we've just seen a huge shift and change in terms of preconceptions, in terms of, you know, inclusion and diversity. The typical roles before Derek were things like hospitality, maybe office-based jobs. We're seeing companies, pharmaceutical companies, manufacturing, big companies coming on board and are really, you know, they're not creating jobs just as part of tokenism. They're creating meaningful roles that are absolutely enriching the lives of people with Down syndrome.
And Fintan, what does your role now actually entail?
So yes, I'm the national executive as well. Basically what I'm going to do is that go to every school in Ireland as much as I can. Of course, there's a lot of supporters in schools, but I'm looking for teachers to support more with students.
Okay, so from the base level, the ground level up.
Yeah, just to coach them a little bit more, and to don't give up, to keep going. For them just to come in and support us, that's what I'm aiming for.
And Mary, I think as Fintan just mentioned there, it's to support people with different, to get in behind them.
Yes, and particularly for parents of the younger children that might be listening that are just starting out on the role. It's not easy, and particularly if you go the mainstream route, the backup services that they need is not always supplied willingly, and for our children to achieve in mainstream, they need supports and they need help because they learn that little bit slower, but given the chance, they can achieve it. You know, they can all achieve their goal.
And Aoife, you're always looking for more funds, more support.
Absolutely, Derek. It's much needed to enrich the lives, I think, of people with Down syndrome. So please log on to downsyndrome.ie to give us your support.
Well, thank you so much for chatting to us this morning. Big congrats on your new
so
role.
much.
Best of luck in the politics. It's tricky. And Mum, let's tuck into breakfast.
Oh, sure thing.
Gura Mila Maith.
Great.